Hey y'all, this is Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 3 Reunion. Now if you ain't see the episode, I'm going to put it down below in the description box. I got you, okay? Now just hit that like button down below this video and, share the video. Because I'm hooking you up. Alright, so let's get into it. Now, this reunion, I guess they're approaching it differently since they got so much going on in this reunion. I guess Mona decided we gonna milk this shit and we gonna make it a 3-part reunion. So, because they wanted to make it a 3-part reunion, she ended up adding on other shit, which was them, backstage. They was showing everybody getting ready. They had the producers, really was like Steven asking, what's the hell his name? Steven asking Benzino and Stevie like, oh, what's going on with you and Benzino? And what's going on with you and Stevie? Basically, just being messy as hell. And he asked, Stevie, are we going to have a con reunion? And Stevie's like, well, when have I ever been rambunctious at a reunion? And I'm like, okay, we know you don't want no kind reunion. Stop playing. You just being real messy. I guess that's what makes the show good, because the producers are really the messy ones in the shows. They are pimping these hoes in these streets out here because they making, shit real messy, and they getting all they need to get to pay them bills and get them paychecks, okay? So he asked Benzino, how are you and Stevie? And Benzino's like, I don't fuck with Stevie, okay? And he's like, well, last I know that y'all were the best of friends. What happened? I don't fuck with Stevie, and that's it. They're talking backstage. The ladies are talking, and who was it? Was it the ladies? I think it was Rasheeda and Kirk. Somebody was talking, and come to find out, when Stevie put the pictures up of Althea, giving fellatio martini in the bathtub, that was the same day at a reunion. So tensions is high. Niggas is not fucking with each other on this reunion. They not feeling it. This was some messy shit. Hell, Mona probably even told Stevie to put that shit up, because it was going to make the reunion even better if they had tension again. Mona knows all this shit what's going on, okay? Mona is running these streets. She is pimping these hoes, okay? And all these, people on Love and Hip Hop that are doing what she says, that are running around like chickens with their head cut off, they are Mona's hoes, okay? Alright, so let's get into the reunion. So some more is hosting this year. Mona hosted what, the first one? Or the first two? Was it the first one or the first? Yeah, the first one. And she did last year, and then I think, was that the regular Love and Hip Hop where Monique did it? I guess. Well, anyway, some more that hosted it this year, and I was feeling her here. Okay, well, let's move on to next. Alright, so it's Erica, Bambi, Scrappy, Mama D, and Erica Pinky all up on stage. And they sitting there talking about the relationship of Erica Pinky and Scrappy. Scrappy says he could never fuck with Erica Pinky because she is crazy. She's Looney Tune. And, all they were friends. And even Mama D says they were just friends, Bambi. It's nothing to worry about. All they are friends. But you friends, but they got video footage of you lighting candles and shit. And Erica Pinkey had her phone with her like she did before and said, I got text messages of Scrappy sending me, text messages talking about how he loved me. And it says, I love you. And she's like, wrong person. And he's like, nope, right person. I'm like, okay, we know Scrappy ain't shit. We know it. We know Scrappy ain't shit. He ain't the one to be in a relationship with. Ladies, accept it. Stop with this bullshit, okay? He ain't even the one to be a close friend with, okay? Because he gonna try you. That's what it is for him. She goes on to say, well, you want me, and you was just mad that you can't have me. And Babby's like, why are you so obsessed with me? Because every time I look at the screen, and you on there, you always talking about Bambi this. Is Bambi okay with this? Do Bambi know you here? And I'm like, Bambi, come on. I like you now, but you can't be too mad at this chick because Scrappy is the one to blame. Okay, everything she knows is from Scrappy. And they asked, some more asked Erica Pinkey, well, what would make you go up to that girl and say, I'm sorry for your loss for the pregnancy? And Erica Pinkey was like, well, I just want to say that, no, I'm not going to cry, I'm not going to cry, I'm not going to cry. The way she felt about her loss, and I'm sorry, condolences. The way she felt about her loss is the way I felt about domestic violence. And she and her friend were on Instagram, and they know that I had been abused. I had been in past abusive relationships, and they know that from Scrappy. So, when I saw her, it was really, really childish. Because I just wanted her, just to feel the pain that I felt. And it was petty. I shouldn't have said it. I shouldn't have said it. But it hurt so bad. It hurt so bad. And she would go in there and say that about me on Instagram. And Bambi's like, I don't do Instagram, boo. Like, not even sweating her. And everybody, you don't do Instagram. You and your friend were all on Instagram. You don't do Instagram. And Erica Dixon is sitting there like, I'm so sick of these hoes. If they only really knew. Mama D is like, alright, enough, shit. Well, I don't want to hear all this. Come on now, get over it, hoes. And Erica Dixon drops a bomb while Bambi is sitting here talking about Scrappy's unfaithfulness, how she ain't sweating it. She ain't trying to marry a nigga. He said he ain't trying to get married. And, Erica's like, well, look. Soon as Erica said Scrappy, before she even gave any information out, Scrappy was like, no. So this how you know what's about to come out his mouth is a lie, and what's about to come out of Erica Dixon's mouth is the truth. Because he's already disagreeing what she says before she even says it. Erica's like, well, Scrappy, I told you. And she didn't even have nothing to be provoked about. I think she just wanted to give us some information. Scrappy, I told you, don't try me, okay? Don't try me, okay? Because what that say some more? Okay, we was at the what? We was at the hotel last week. And what were we doing? He's like, wait a minute. We was at the hotel, right? But we was at the bar. And we was getting drunk. And when she got drunk, I took her upstairs to the room. She went to sleep, and that was it. Erica like, no, that ain't what happened. We got drunk and we did it, okay? You've been eating my pussy. Don't play. Oh, Erica, come on now. You know this man got a girlfriend. Do you really have to go there? I know. I understand letting her know this. If he been lying to you. But you know that he has a girlfriend and you willingly, engaged in sexual activity with him. Bambi is sitting here trying to, while she's getting all these bombs dropped on her, she's trying to act like it don't fact. Okay, well, I see, it's a double standard because baby mamas can be side bitches too. And nobody say nothing. But if I did it, she is a nasty hoe. She a side bitch. And then Erica's like, well, wait a minute, because let me tell you what happened. Okay, he came over, a couple weeks ago. We was on the couch watching TV, and we was playing Uno outside. We was getting drunk. We was on the couch watching TV. We fell asleep. I woke up. He was pulling my pants down and he was giving me head. Okay, we hadn't slept in over a year. Okay, don't try that with me. Okay, and after that, we done had a few mistakes. The hotel, that was last week. Meanwhile, later on in the back, Mona is talking to her host, Scrappy. Don't take this offense, Scrappy, and the rest of the cast, okay? Because I don't mean hoe in a bad way. I mean like y'all her employees, and she just signed y'all check. Okay? So, Mona's like, what's going on? Why are you taking your mic and stuff off? What are you doing? Why are you trying to... Man, she out there lying on me, man. She said I ate her pussy and we slept together. He's like, okay, so you're going to leave because she's lying on you. Because all these women are sitting there talking about how they slept with you. Come on, I ain't never seen no man just leave because of that, alright? Like, stop it. Come on, we're going to walk out. And you gonna go get your ass back on the stage and make me this money, bitch. For real. Because Mona was giving him that talk. And guess what? He took his ass right back out there. Why they, Erica and Scrappy is going back and forth about who's telling the truth, who's lying. Erica's like, take the lie detector test. And he like, no, I put that on my daughter. I put that on my baby. We ain't sleep together. We got drunk. I took her upstairs. I left. That was it. What a Bible. I put that on the Bible. And some more like, I don't want the Bible. Give me the lie detector test. He's like, no, since I don't went to jail, I don't take the lie detector test for nothing but court. I don't do that. But of course, I guess on break, Miss Mona gave him that talk, and she convinced him to get on the lie detector test. So we gonna find out if Scrappy is telling the truth or not. Alright, so next is Rasheeda and Kirk. And Rasheeda and Kirk are talking about their current status of their relationship. And right now they're at a good place. Some more asked Bambi. Since Bambi was at the jacuzzi, is there anything that she thinks Rasheeda needs to know about Kirk? And Bambi's like, look, I didn't know the situation then at the jacuzzi. But when I found out about it, I thought it was fucked up. I thought it was trifling. I thought it was fucked up. I'm sorry for her. But I don't, what they showed on TV made it look worse than it really was. So I don't think she got nothing to be worried about, And they asked Rasheeda and Kirk about the nanny situation. And he's like, look, I just wanted Rasheeda to work in the studio more, which was bull. Okay. I just wanted her to have a chance to work in the studio more. I was just trying to make things easier for Rasheeda. And, no Nick Benzino is over there on the side. Yeah. You're right, Kirk. He was just trying to make things better for you. Fuck out of here, Benzino, okay? So they asked Benzino. He's like, look, I don't think Kirk ever had bad intentions, with anything. So, Benzino, stop riding his nuts on that, okay? No offense. But stop that shit. And they asked Rasheeda about Kirk putting mushing his mama upside the head, Rasheeda's mama upside the head. And she's like, that shit was so disrespectful. I would never do that to his mama. I don't understand. And they asked Kalina, and Kalina's like, look, if he would have did that to my mama, I would have threw a bottle at his ass, okay? I don't know what the fuck was wrong with him. But I'm glad that he apologized anyways. Just him saying, I'm sorry was good enough. Benzino like, but no, the drop top did it. And she's like, yeah, the drop top was nice, but the apology was great. He's like, no, the drop top was good. I'm like, Benzino must have helped him pick it out or something, because he just seemed like he want his credit for that shit. Like, fuck over it. The drop top is a material thing. What matters is what Kirk really meant, and was that he's sorry. So, they're at a good place. Good for them. Won't be no young hoes watching Carter. Alright, so next is Jock, Kadia, Carly. Who else? They asked Carly about her and Jock. They're no longer in a relationship. And Carly's over Jock, so-called. Jock say Carly is the freakiest woman in the world that he's ever met. Basically, the way that she uses her feet to jack him off, and she do whatever she can, and how she sucked his finger in the restaurant, and how he felt weird about it. But that's Carly. And Carly's like, well, I sucked his finger in the restaurant because I'm gonna do whatever I can. My man say he gonna leave me. I'm gonna suck his finger right there, so we can go home. We can do some other things, and he ain't never gonna leave me. Bitch. He left. Then they start talking about Kadia. And, some more basically calls her, well, she's your side hoe. Well, tell your side hoe to come up here. John's like, wait a minute. Now, don't bring your ass out here when she just said you was a side chick. And he's like, alright now introduce her the right way. And then she's like, well, that's your woman? He's like, yes, introduce her the right way. And Samora's like, okay, well, everybody, get ready for Jock's woman. They come up there. Kadir comes up there. And basically, they tell Carly that their relationship started once Carly, was caught with Jeremiah in the studio and Jock had broke up with her. And, she said he been telling me all this about Carly and talking about how she did him wrong. And, I was saying, you don't need her. And I'm like, Kadir, bitch. I'm not feeling you, okay? She's like, Carly, I know you were stalking us. And she's like, yeah, I'm stalking. If my man is cheating on me, okay, and he say he ain't cheating on me, but I know he cheating on me, I'm gonna do everything I can to find out if he is really cheating on me. And, you know, Khadijah's like, he wasn't cheating. You were not together. And Carly's like, we were together. After that, we still were together, and we were still sleeping together. And Khadijah's like, no, you weren't. No, it was a lie. Khadijah, stop being in denial, sweetheart. Okay? They were fucking. He's a cheater. Let's just bring up the fact that Jock is married, okay? Nobody seems to want to talk about the elephant in the room, that Jock is a married man with 3 kids, honey, okay? So y'all all are side hoes. I don't know what is wrong with y'all. Like, you really thought that you were the only one? You're not. So then, you know, Jack starts to talk about how he can't deal with Carly because Carly became abusive. At first, they got along great, but then she started becoming abusive. Then Jack started getting into character, and Jack is funny. Jack is really funny. He started talking about the same finger that Carly, you know, sucked is the same one that she fractured, and his finger ain't been right ever since. He said one night, she came and was like, who is these hoes on your phone? I was all up in your phone, and who is these hoes? And he like, Carly, what is you talking about? Carly, why is you standing up over me? You know, like he a victim or whatever. And Carly's like, I sure did. I fucked this finger up, and I do it again. And Jack is saying that, you know, they started wrestling over the phone or whatever, and somehow he got off the, Carly jumped off the bed with the phone. He jumped off the bed with her, trying to get the phone for him, and she ended up like twisting his finger. He's like, damn, this girl's strong. And then when she heard something pop, he was like, I'm done. You can have the phone. Is this really worth it? Is it really worth it? You know he's been cheating on you. Carly, you say he's been cheating on you from the beginning. Stop sounding stupid. You know he's been cheating on you. Why do you keep messing with him? Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Okay, if he's cheating on you, you got a problem with him cheating on you, then stop sticking with the motherfucker. Because you seem stupid. Alright, so next is we about to, you know, come to a conclusion with this review or whatever. Scrappy lie detector test comes back. Scrappy ate Erica's pussy within the past month. And Erica says, you said within the past month, right? Okay, I just want to clarify that it was 2 weeks ago. And we slept at the hotel a week ago. And Scrappy's like, oh no, I don't understand. That's crazy, man. Scrappy, stop it. You have been exposed, sweetheart. Get over it. Okay? Stop with the lying. You took a lie detector test already. Then you got lying ass Nico in the fucking audience talking about, yeah, them lie detector tests ain't never right. Sit your ugly ass down somewhere, okay? Cause I'm not fucking with you. This is the most lying, one of the most lying motherfuckers on the show. But you know, who's gonna take his cosign? No ma'am, no sir. Okay? So the show ends up, this part 1 ends up with them talking about how they took hours of break and they came back with the tension between Benzino, Althea, Jocelyn and Scrappy is so thick. Anything Stevie is saying, like Stevie's like, it's hot. Y'all ain't got no air. This is a nice ass place. Y'all ain't got no air. Vizino's on like the side talking to Kirk or somebody, or I think Mama D. And he's like, it's probably that it's the cocaine. It's the coke. And Mama D is, letting him know she spent a little game with Vizino ear, and she tell him, look, he gonna stick with his woman. You protect home. Letting him know, you stay on Althea's side. You protect your woman at all costs. Fuck Stevie. He gonna be with Jocelyn. Matter of fact, at the beginning of the show, they was talking about, that was Mama D who was talking about Jocelyn and Stevie. She was like, did you see the video? Did you see the video? She needs an intervention. I said, well, damn, you know something wrong with you when Mama D said you need an intervention. Interesting. I can't wait to see what happened on the next episode. It's going to be a fight. Several fights. But I want to see what's all going to happen. All they stopped at was Benzino and Althea sitting on the couch talking stuff to Stevie and Jocelyn. And Benzino was like, come on now. You ain't going to do nothing. Security is right there. Stop playing. Next thing you know, Stevie get up, Jocelyn with him. They walk straight over there. Both is clocking. Both is clocking. I know that's bad. It's bad. Violence is bad. And this is ratchet. But it's definitely entertaining. And I will point out a good part of that. Husband and wife are doing it together. Bonnie and Clyde. Alright, that's it for this episode. The link to the full, that's it for this review. The link to the full episode is down below in the description box. Thank y'all. I will be back next week. Hopefully. There's always some shit happening. Last week I couldn't do the review because I was traveling. So, y'all be easy, alright? Like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at JazzShotman. And y'all be easy, alright?